Science is an important part of everyone's life, and it should be a really important part of every student's curriculum.
Learning science is getting into the robust nature of how the natural world is organized and operates, and so that takes a completely different kind of cognitive engagement than simply remembering the answers to questions.
FOSS stands for Full Option Science System, and FOSS is both a curriculum development and research project that we have here at the Lawrence Hall of Science, and it's also a product, a national product, a comprehensive K-8 science curriculum.
The Lawrence Hall of Science is part of the University of California, Berkeley campus. As such, we recognize and adhere to the mission of the University of California, excellence of instruction, research, and third is public service. That mission is completely congruent with the vision of the Full Option Science System program.
What we're trying to do with FOSS is to link research and practice in the classroom.
We don't develop curriculum by sitting in our offices and writing. We work in our laboratory, which is the typical classroom.
Today we were working on a performance assessment. We're trying to get that idea that if you change more than one variable at a time, then how will you actually know what the result was and what caused it? It's a practice that scientists use all the time, so we want the kids to be able to do that.
The FOSS instructional design is essentially what it has been for the last 25 years. We refer to it as active investigation. That's the core of the experience.
Today in class, the kids examined and then tried to describe how we send images through radio waves from one place to another.
They have spent 6 weeks exploring mechanical and electromagnetic waves, and now they're pulling all of that information together to explain how waves can support modern communications, such as through a cell phone or through a TV.
The kids are constructing their own textbook by building together the things they observe, trying to classify those, trying to make sense of them, and then putting them all in their own personal journal, their personal science notebook.
The science notebook is really the core of the FOSS curriculum. In the classroom, students are always recording their ideas, recording their thinking, and seeing how that develops over time.
It's really a frame of mind, or habits of mind even, that we're trying to instill in the students, really to help them be better citizens in the future.
With the Next Generation edition, we have been working to provide coherence in our program, grades K through 8, so that all of the notebooking strategies and assessment strategies and some of the main pedagogical pieces are seen throughout all grade levels.
The vision of science, described by the framework and by NGSS, is the FOSS philosophy through and through.
For a lot of schools, this is a new way of thinking as they transition from more traditional textbook lessons. We're trying to support teachers in shifting not just the lessons, but how they think about supporting science instruction.
Jessica from FOSS had all of us up to Berkeley, and we did a training right there at their facility using their materials, and we were the students. We went through the process that the students will go through, and that was our introduction. It was a chance for us to give feedback, but mostly for them to have the opportunity to teach us.
The future is looking pretty rosy, and that's because a number of factors have conspired to lay a favorable foundation for the advance of science. One of the things that is well represented in the Common Core is that language arts skills are best exercised in the disciplinary subject areas, and science being one of the most fertile areas for exercising language arts. So for the first time, rather than fighting the language arts specialists for time in the curriculum, we're actually having a collaborative and productive conversation.
The fact that FOSS has been around for 25 years, is widely implemented nationally, speaks to its quality and its durability. FOSS provides a sound foundation in science education for all students and for all teachers, and yet it's flexible enough that it can be customized for individual districts and schools and community needs. It's transformative for teachers and students and the community. And FOSS can do that for every school.
I do see the enthusiasm in the kids.
They're very motivated, and the work that they're doing, you can just see that improvement from day to day.
It's about experience, it's about creating their own knowledge book. I really think that they take a little bit of pride in that ownership, that they've manufactured that thing. They're not along for the ride. I talk to a lot of kids that are pretty excited about their science class, so that's satisfying for me too.